And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Don't do us like that.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know they'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing, Young. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Young working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Gano's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On first down, it's Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And it's complete to Mitchell. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 35 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Third and goal, here's the option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. To throw, Young. Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Young's throw here taken in by Ingram. 25 yards that time.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A short throw to Ingram. Nifty move, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now here's Young. Out to the right here to Wilson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Young's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. It's Young off play action. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Young to throw it. Young with it, third and goal. Touchdown, Jaguars! Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Tua Tagovailoa throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. David Montgomery with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 43-yard line, it's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Young. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Young now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now Young. He completes it to Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
It'll be Young again. Caught. It's Wilson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
Young will set to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young off the play fake. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. Eckler running to the right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Once more, here's Eckler. Shifts by him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
1st and 10, Young. On the screen, this is Eckler. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Looking to throw, Young. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jahan Dotson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Herbert's throw taken in by Hockenson here. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert back to the air. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, it's Herbert. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new